We got a good show for you, so we want you to stick in. Let's start with basketball. And, of course, the Warriors and Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
To me, most compelling game, right, tonight?
Yeah.
Because, people are expecting something from this Houston team.
How are they going to fight back?
The Rockets got one, and I really believe, this is the Rockets game right here. Because if you go down 0-2 going to San Francisco.
You're not. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Like you got to win 4 out of 5. And 3 of those games are in San Francisco.
And Steph is going. You already put one in the bag. He's going to do something crazy,
right?
Some wild game. Yeah,
it's one of those things. But interesting enough, people looked at Steph and Jimmy Butler and what they did together, combining in Game 1.
Yeah.
So people are like, hey, maybe they have the best duo or one of the best. Where do they rank as far as duos left in the postseason? And I know a lot of people, Luka, LeBron, but LeBron hasn't actually played that well so far. I'm not saying that he won't play better, but
he hasn't had to turn it up quite yet.
But I still think, for me, it's only been one game with Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. So to me, they've just had a cup of coffee and a sweet roll. I can't look at them as the best duo because I got to look at Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're currently the reigning champs. That's a very fair point. There's a couple other people who might want to hop in the mix.
Who's that?
Another, not reigning, but they've won. Jamal Murray and Jokic will say, y'all must have forgot.
It wasn't 5 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah. They might say y'all must have forgot. We got some other ones, too. They haven't done anything, but as far as talent, Giannis and Dame could say, don't forget about us.
We can forget about them.
Yeah, well, you know who else we can forget about? On paper, 6 months ago, you might have got excited. Cat and Brunson. Yeah, you can figure it out. Cat Williams is what I call him right now. Until he play like he's taller than Cat Williams, that's what I'm calling him. But so that was another one. So, you think around if I'm missing anybody else, trying to think. Because
who would you pick? I mean, should we take Tatum and Brown out? Because, I mean, how can we really look at it?
The reason
and not think but then again, Tatum is hurt now.
Tatum is hurt. I think he'll be fine. It's a little risk. He's banged up.
But for him to miss a game says a little something to me.
About how hurt he is?
Yeah, because this is the first playoff game he's ever missed.
Yeah, but it also says it's the Magic, and we're loaded.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? I think they're looking at it.
He would go
if this was Cleveland.
Now, if it was a birthday party, he might not come. But
he would absolutely go if this were Cleveland. He would go if this were, maybe Milwaukee, maybe not. But yeah, he would go. This is Orlando. And they were like, all right, we'll be all right. And that leads to why I think, for me, it's not quite Jaylen Brown and Tatum. I think what makes them great, and they are great. They're a very good duo. I think is the collective. You get what I'm saying? It's the collective of the Celtics.
It's those two. I'm sorry. I'm not buying into that. Those two, I get the rest of the team, and they have, but those two are the engine. They're the ones that make it happen. And I think they're the best duo. I think that's why they have a legitimate chance of repeating, which we talk about all the time.
They're the favorites. And
how hard it is to repeat in most sports, but the NBA especially.
For the last,
baseball's hard. Yeah. Football, it really is.
The last 7-8 championships have been that back. Different team. For the thing that for me, the reason why it's not Jaylen and Tatum is just what I said. Right now we're watching this game, and I'm looking at Drew Holiday. I'm looking at Porzingis. I'm looking at Derek White. I'm looking at Al Horford. That's just who's on the court. I got Pritchard on the bench as well. I mean, they got so many guys on this team that, to me, it makes it a little bit of a cheat code when you're this loaded that you have so many other talented guys that you don't necessarily need Jaylen Brown or Tatum to be that great. I mean, that is ridiculous how loaded they are. The wealth, and they got a couple other guys who come off the bench and score, nice shooters. So, for me, I'm absolutely not mad if you pick the reigning champs in Jaylen and Tatum, but it's not for me. So if we're going at it like this, I have to say it's still a combination for me of Luka and LeBron. Because I just look at it.
More so than people who won together. I just can't.
Because they haven't had a chance to win together, right? To be fair.
But Luka had a shot last year, didn't win with Kyrie. I'm just saying. And LeBron, other than the 2020 year,
But don't act like, he had 3 other ones too.
No, but that was a long time ago.
He had 3 other ones.
It's been a long time. Can you admit that?
Yeah, of course.
If you take out the bubble one, it's been a long time.
Why I got to take out the bubble?
I'm taking out the bubble one.
Well, then I'm taking out you Writer of the Year award, or they gave you your memorial.
No,
okay, matter of fact, you had a memorial weekend last weekend or whatever it was when they went
the mural. That just happened.
I'm taking it out.
The paint is still wet.
I'm taking it out.
The paint is wet.
Since we've taken out championships, the reason I say this is more of a compliment to Luka. And again, the key word I always use is nuclear. And I just think for me, that's the biggest thing. If it came down to it, a Game 7, if say it was Lakers, Celtics in a Game 7, I just feel like Luka is so nuclear. And then having still at this age of LeBron, it would be hard for me to bet against Luka in a Game 7 as long as he's healthy. Because I just feel like he can literally go for 40, 50, 60.
But he also can give up 40 on the other end. That's the other thing.
As long as he put up 55, we'll be all right.
Okay, I'm just saying, that's the part there, because I think a lot of people thought they were going to win last year. And they,
if he's a little healthier, they're in this thing. By the way, Monty, I'm looking at Monty right now. I'm reading her face. She didn't say anything, but it's like that old R&B song in the 90s. It's written all over your face. She didn't have to say a word. She feels disrespected that we didn't say Kawhi and James Harden in this dynamic.
No, and that is absolutely fair, especially since
Kawhi's being Kawhi.
Healthy. Yes, and he's played outstanding. All right, let's go with Jeff in Phoenix. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jeff?
What's happening? It is Kawhi, and you pick him. This guy is a cyborg. He. If you think back to that run he had when he won the championship, there's an interesting stat that goes around. Like I think in the last game, guys he was guarding were only 2 for 12 from the field, but that excludes the players that when Kawhi come up on them, they just pass the ball. Jimmy Butler in that series when he was with Philadelphia, when Kawhi had that great game winner, he got stripped by Kawhi in the first quarter. Kawhi went for a dunk. After that, Jimmy Butler, every time Kawhi came on him, he ran to the corner. He called the play and said, "I'm not going at this guy." Right. So it's Kawhi and Pick'em.
No,
he's the man.
I hear you about Kawhi, and you know how much I'm a Kawhi guy. Kawhi not is a correct response. So I
I don't even know where you are.
He did it yesterday, Alex. It was pretty funny.
I'm a fun guy.
Do you have the other part of it? Do you have the other part where where he's talking? He doesn't know
some other things you have to ask me. I can't just give it all to you right now. Plus, I can't even see you. I don't even know where you at. It's the greatest thing ever.
Trey in Texas, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Trey?
What's up, y'all?
What up, Trey?
What's up, man? I like the Warriors, but I like Kawhi and Harden, man.
The way Harden has played this year has been tremendous.
Trey, hold on, Trey.
Man,
now, Trey, hold on. Don't make me come. Don't make me drive to
joking.
Texas, Trey. Don't make me come down and drive. Don't make me come see you. Now, I hear what you're saying, and again, Kawhi. You will not get an argument out of me about Kawhi, but you like that over Jokic and Jamal, or over LeBron and Luka, or over Jaylen and Tatum, or Steph and Jimmy.
I like him over Tatum and Tatum.
Okay.
SGA and Jaylen Williams.
Yes.
I tried it with that one. I tried to. My bad, SGA. He's the MVP. I was trying to some love, Bo. I was trying to give him something.
Well, that duo still has milk on their breath.
Yeah, they do.
Just saying.
Literally, they might at this point. I don't even know if they can drink alcohol yet.
Drew in New Jersey. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
It's LeBron and Luka, and it's not close. Luka has played Kawhi in multiple playoff series. He averaged 35 points on 50% shooting, 40% three-point shooting.
Who's won a championship and who hasn't?
Okay, so do you want to make that argument?
I'm asking you. No. I'm just asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
Is Anthony Edwards better than Jokic? Because Jokic lost Anthony Edwards. We both don't agree with that.
You can't just do it on one series. The Joker has already won a championship.
Yeah.
I mean,
to his point, Luka he's one of the few people that can give Kawhi the business. Yeah, take that, Monty. Yeah, he can give him the bit. Like we've seen it series after series, and that's why the answer for me when we did this conversation
but people
yesterday.
keep saying that, but who's won those series?
Well, he did.
Kawhi and the Clippers have beaten the Mavericks. Everybody makes it like won.
He knocked them. I mean, he's knocked them out. They've knocked him. They've gone back and forth. But the question
Monty,
is,
look it up. And isn't it like 3 times and twice the Clippers won? I
genuinely don't think Luka's played Kawhi in the playoffs.
I thought he played him in the bubble.
Maybe, but that was
the one comeback.
That was that one game winner, and that was it. Luka, in fairness, Luka has averaged 31, 7, and 7 against Kawhi, but it's just across 14 games. So you can't really.
How many more you need, Bo?
I mean,
but in 100?
A playoff series.
Listen, the answer like we did yesterday. And again, you said Kawhi, and I told you that's, to me, the second best answer, but it is Luka. Because the ability to go nuclear. No one else, if I texted any of you, hey, did you see what he did today? You say, who? And I said, he had 70. And I said, you would automatically go, oh, what Luka did? Like, that's no other that's crazy to me that he could drop 60 or 70. We would just be like, yeah, he does that. And that's that one little X factor.
He dropped 70.
He already dropped 70 once. How many times he got to drop 70?
I don't know. I'm asking. That's all. Like, you make it like it's like.
He literally dropped 70, 71?
If somebody said he dropped 70, I would ask who. I really would. I wouldn't think.
Well, who would be? Okay, you would ask who, but who would be if I said you got to guess?
In the playoffs or not in the playoffs?
He's third all time in scoring.
It would be the Joker. If you told me right now, it would be. What do you have this year? 70 and a 60.
You would think this is a compliment to him.
Yes.
He's more of I'm going to give you 30-something every night, guy.
I'm saying he's done a 60 and a 70 this year.
Well, everybody's done a 60.
And in the postseason when they won the championship, go look at the numbers.
I can't believe you just said that to me. I can't believe you just said that over.
Let's go to Monty.
All right, let's go to Monty because 73 points he scored. That's last year. Yeah, you take them. I can't even.
Mira. You're right, but if you told me somebody scored 65 today, my first reaction would be like, oh, Jokic? Again?
I don't know what world I live in when Jokic.
What are you talking? He's right there after, but Jokic is first.
No, I'm not saying that Jokic is not incredible.
He did 60
what I'm saying is he's literally more consistent. I mean, 25 to 40, like that's his range. Luka dropping 50 like regularly.
When regularly?
He just dropped it another night back in Dallas.
So did Jokic.
That one time.
No,
I don't know. I feel like we have a win.
Am I living? Okay, go ahead and do your go ahead. Please give us what's trending, Monty. I have work to do.